Hey everyone, today I'm here to show you how to get this really fun, really cute, super exciting fall manicure. It's way easy and I guarantee you probably have most of what you need to do this already in your collection, and it's just really simple. It's totally beginner, but it looks really rich, really fun, and I think that it's a great nail tutorial. So let's get started. Okay, so for this nail tutorial, you're going to need 2 different color polishes. You're going to need some type of a glitter type polish as a top coat. Then you're also going to need your base coat and your clear top coat. You'll need a nail art striper in black. You'll need some tape. Now you can use blue painter's tape like I'm using or Scotch tape. It doesn't really make a difference. I just was out of Scotch tape. You'll need a few Q-tips and some nail polish remover. I really like this kind, it's just from Target. And some scissors to cut your tape up into small strips, maybe an inch long at the very most, and then I usually cut my tape in half, so I just cut it down the center and then I make some cuts like that. Okay, so I've already primed my nails with my Instant Acrylics base coat. I really like this one. It makes your nails really firm. I've been totally obsessing over it recently. I have very brittle nails. That's why they're so short, unfortunately. And this stuff is helping to make my nails feel stronger and not break as easily. So I'm hoping that this will help me grow my nails out. And it also makes your polish last a really long time. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved my Seche Vite one, but it doesn't seem to be lasting as long as this one. So this is my new one, and I got this at Sally Beauty Supply. So I've already put a layer of that on, and then I put my L'Oreal polish. I talked about this in my fall favorites, but this is L'Oreal Valiant, and it's like that. And I really like this a lot. It's a beautiful kind of, it's sort of a pewter color, but then it's got a little bit of gold in there, and it's just really unique and beautiful, and the metallics are really big for fall. So now that I have that on and it is 100% dry, the way I like to do it is I put on a layer of my top coat, let it dry just so that I know that it's really super dry, and a couple hours later I usually come back and do this step. Now I'm going to be taking my tape and we're going to be taping off sections, and you're going to decide which way you want it to go. And I'm actually going to do it like this, where mine's going to go across. Let's see if I can get a good angle. It's going to start at the corner here, okay? And it's going to work its way down. And what's so great about this manicure is that each finger can be a little bit different, and you want to make sure that you really press it into these corners here, you see that? So that it's really firm. There's no gaps. Okay, see? So taking your next one and roughly the same thing, you start it in the corner and go across your nail at a diagonal like so. So I'm going to do the rest and all. Okay, so you just want to get all of your nails, including your thumb, done like that. Now we're going to be taking the color for the tips, and this is OPI Meet Me at the Star Fairy, and it's just a really nice kind of rosy metallic color. I really love this. And we're just going to be applying this to the area that doesn't have tape. And you might need a couple coats to get it to be opaque. I usually like to do a couple just in case. Like this. And you just want to be careful around your edges not to go under the tape at all. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a second coat and I'll be right back. So I'm back. You can see that I've painted now all of my tips. Don't worry about getting stuff around your nail bed because we're just going to clean that off layer with some polish remover. So I'm going to now remove the tape from all but my accent nail. Leave your accent nail. But you just want to remove the tape, and I prefer to do it when it's a little bit wet. And you can see we have a really cute line there. And you're just going to kind of discard your tape into a little pile. Doesn't matter which way you pull it. It all comes off the same. Okay? Now on our accent nail, we're going to be adding some glitter polish. This is my new obsession. I talked about this also in my fall nail polish picks. But this is OPI glitter. The color is called Extravaganza. And looks like that. Okay. And it's just a ridiculously gorgeous glitter. It's got so many colors in here, okay? So we're going to be painting that over Meet Me at the Star Fairy on our accent nail only. Okay. Remember, don't take the tape off that accent nail because we only want this glitter to be on the tip here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple coats. You can see it already, but I want it to be a little bit more intense. So I'm going to wait a couple seconds and put on a second coat. Okay. That's looking good. Once your second coat's on, you can remove the tape. Oh, it looks awesome. I love it. I'm going to clean up around any of these extras that get left on the edge, that extra paint there. Just clean that up with some nail polish remover and a Q-tip. I'll be right back. Our last step is going to be taking our striping polish. The ones I like are by LA Colors, and it's the Art Deco. You can get these at the dollar store. You can get them on eBay. I've seen them at some beauty supply stores, but you can find them pretty readily available, and I wouldn't pay more than a couple dollars for them, but they're excellent striping polishes. And so I'm going to take a black one. You could use another color. You could also use like a glitter, anything like that. And with these, you just want to be really careful that you wipe off all the extra polish because this polish is thin and it will run on this really, really long brush. Now we're going to be striping across our nail where that diagonal line is, and we're just going to be going right on top of that diagonal line there, okay? And one of the tricks I like to use is to rotate my hand a little bit when I do this. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Just like that, see? This is just going to give it a little bit more of an Art Deco feel and be a little bit more bold and stand out. See, it is looking great already. Just be careful not to get too much polish on these stripers. See how I rotate my finger instead of trying to move the brush? That helps a lot. I'm going to finish up, clean up the edges, and we'll be right back. The very last step to this really fun, cute, funky fall manicure is to add your top coat. And I like to use Sachet Vite, and it's the fast dry top coat. The reason this one rocks is because you can easily put it over this before it's completely dry, and it's not going to smear your striper or any of your polish. So I like to use this. I let it dry for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes before I put this on, but that's really all it takes. And then Sachet Vite is dry within like 30 seconds, so no big deal. This is a really, really easy, fast manicure. When you do your second hand, you want to make sure your tape goes opposite. I mean, you could do it the same way, but I like to do it opposite so the diagonals on each hand are going the opposite way. So that's just something to remember. Of course, you can do it all the same way if you'd like, but just consider it because it will make a difference in how your manicure looks. And the first time I did this, I forgot about that, and I didn't like it as much. I want them to be facing the opposite directions. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you try out this nail tutorial and what you think of it. If you guys have any suggestions for other colors to use besides the colors that I did, please let me know because this is a really easy manicure to do and it's really, really fun to try this in a bunch of different colors. You can really choose whatever you like. And again, with your accent nail, you can really go crazy. You could do it totally different colors. You could do it opposite, so your nail is pink and then you put the silvery color on the tip. There's so many options here. It's a really good starting point. It's really, really simple, and I hope it was helpful. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!